My favorite teacher out of all my teachers because she's always there in the morning and after school to help you. She's really helpful in everything she does, and she's really kind and sweet every time you go see her. And I feel like I've learned a lot from her, both in math and just as a student in general.
I've always had many different interests, but I've never really known what I wanted to do. And something that I appreciated was how she made it more than just about the lesson. She made us think outside the box.
Just every time that I was stressed, I knew that I could come to her. She never seemed like she was judging me. She was always very compassionate, and she had very good advice. She tells me how it is. She never sugarcoats things, which I admire, and I hope to be just like that.
Like, she's kind of like she and Mr. Farrell are my like school parents. And I know that if I have like questions about school or just life stuff, Coach Farrell's always there for me. And she's definitely like, I don't know, I just can always rely on her, and she always just really makes me feel at home at school and in my sports and stuff, and I just love her so.
She really inspires me to work hard. I feel like I've learned a lot from her over the 3 years. Being in 3 different classes, you get a different perspective from each thing. Having her for AP Language, AP Literature, and College Prep, I feel like that really helped me on a personal note.
I picked her because she's always supportive, and she just knows who I am, and she understands that, and she just gets it.
She connected with me the first day I was here. I moved here sophomore year. I never even thought about taking marketing classes. I met Miss Anstein, and she just really, reached out for me. And she's like, hey, I want you to be part of my class. I want you to feel comfortable. She brought me into DECA. She's made me feel so comfortable in this new place. This really does feel like home now.
She's taught me to be positive and happy, and be ready for class. That homework is important. That you actually have to do it, and you have to study. I've learned more in Miss Harlan's class than I've learned in anything, whether that's through walks of life. We've had personal conversations about what college is going to be like.
I just think from the first time I walked on campus here, he kind of took me under his wing, and I was lucky for my sister to come through this high school, so he kind of knew who I was. But just from day one, he always had my back, and I knew I could go to him for whatever.
When I thought back of all the teachers I've had, I probably, especially elementary school, I probably enjoyed 6th grade the most, and I just enjoyed all the topics. It was the most memorable year of elementary school.
He is the most interesting man in the world. Every day I walk into that classroom, it's always a unique experience. He's a great teacher in the way that he makes it fun to go into class each and every day.
Coach Jordan has always been there for me all 4 years, not just in basketball, but off the court as well. He's taught me a lot of lessons, and I'm just grateful to have you. I couldn't have done it without you.
I picked Senora Moughton because she really cares about her students, and she cares that the students actually know what they're learning.
So I met Mrs. Langfoss this year, but I feel like I've known her for longer than that. She's just expanded my brain from a peanut to an elephant in such a short amount of time.
I remember being very nervous about being in high school and just very incompetent, but Ms. Klima always came up to me and offered all these different opportunities that I could take, and to know that someone believes in me and gives me these opportunities made me want to pursue and challenge myself more.
I always loved reading, and I started to get really interested in history because of her, and I loved reading the textbooks, and she made everything we did in class like really exciting, and like I became like passionate. Like I wanted to go to her class. Like I loved everything I was learning.
He was one of the first teachers I met here. I had him in AP Chem, and then I chose him for my teacher helper as well. I was in there the first day of school, and I was looking to see who I'd work for. And somebody said, go for Mr. Palmer. He's pretty funny. It'll be a good time. And they were right. So I had him for about 2 hours in the first part of the year.
I chose Coach Sechin because I had him, so starting sophomore year, I had him in sports conditioning class. Right from the start, he always kind of pushed me to be my best, and he always made sure that I was doing my best. There was never a time where he kind of gave up on me. He always knew that what I could do. He always knew what potential I had, and it helped me become the person I am today.
To me, Coach Marriott, he is a teacher. He's not a teacher for me of integrated science, but he's a teacher of life. He's a teacher of running. I've learned how to train. I've learned how to run workouts if needed by myself. I've learned how to run. I learned to love the sport of running again.
I switched from trig to pre-calc because I was bored with trig. I decided to switch to pre-calc, and part of it was one of the subjects I love, which is epidemiology. One of the tools they use is differential calculus. I wanted to see how much I could learn in her class, see if I could potentially use the different models that epidemiologists use when studying diseases.
I love her, and like she's so funny, and she's always been there for me for whenever I have a problem. And I've known her since before I was in high school, so it was an easy choice.
The way that she handles all of her situations is just very inspiring. She'll have a parent come in and like complete just tantrum throwing, and Miss Bull will just say, okay, I need you to explain this, but I need you to do this in a calm manner, and it works like magic.
We kind of like click and headbutt at the same time, and he's always been like my motivational, like almost like a father, but like a yelly kind of a father. You know, he's always pushing me to be the very best, and he does not let me do anything other than the very best that I can be. It's intimidating, but it's good.
I chose Miss Harlan because she teaches a hard class, and I feel like it's preparing me really well for college, and I think it's interesting like to see the deeper levels of math instead of like the same things over and over and over.
She pinpointed me out of the other students and said, you should do DECA. I signed you up for this competition, so you should come. So I did, and I absolutely loved it. And having her mentor me and walk me through DECA and giving me all the opportunities to network and to go to conferences and to meet not only business leaders now, but the future business leaders that we're meeting through DECA has really widened my worldview. I've seen so many things that I could go into, and she's given me so many more opportunities to pursue different goals and different career paths, and that's probably been the most important thing that she's given.
Sophomore year was a very awkward year for me, or for everyone really. It was like 15, 16, and yeah. And she was a very positive female role model for me, so she helped me figure out who I am as a girl in this world.
I've learned a lot about like leadership and stuff because before I came here, I wasn't in any clubs, and I didn't really have any like leadership positions in any of my classes or clubs or anything like that. You just really helped me come out of my shell and like take
take charge of the book club. He really helped me become a better leader and speaker and person, I guess.
Do something to the best of your ability, you can do it even better. Even if you make a spectacular play on the field, there's something you could have done better, made it easier on that play. There's just little things in life that you'll be able to do that will make things easier.
She pushes me to do anything and everything. Like, I don't know if I would have made it through TSA without you.
Doesn't take a lot of bugging to get her to do anything. It's like, Ashley, we've got to work on this. Oh, I did that last night. Here it is. It's like, Ashley, we need to do this. Oh, I did that already. Here it is. And so it doesn't take a lot because she has such foresight on how to do things that she sees it in advance. So it doesn't take much to get her to do anything.
How to teach other people and make it like really understandable with other things when I'm helping someone out. He's very good at making things understandable for people, even if they don't really like learning something of that type of thing. So he's really taught me how to teach people to understand things and teach things in a different way so everybody can understand it.
Anthony is self-sufficient, and he is unassuming, and he is very goal-oriented.
Unbelievable drive. Her winning spirit, attitude is just second to none.
High spirit, effervescent, and what was my vibrant?
Perky, charming, and brilliant.
Well, I came up with a good one the other day, and one is tenacity. The other one is dedication. The other one is brilliant.
Compassionate, ambitious, and then caring. I mean, because she cares a lot. You care too much sometimes.
It's true. Bossy. She's very driven, and she's bubbly.
Ambitious, dedicated, and perfectionist.
You know, one of the words that I selected was wise. I selected the word compassionate. And one I did not select actually is the word outspoken. Because Casey definitely lets you know how she feels about things.
She, definitely Grace, definitely leader, and very intelligent. I'm gonna cry already.
3 words: outstanding, leadership, beautiful.
Enterprising and forward-looking.
Kindness. Very kind young lady. Intelligent, organized, enthusiastic. I can go on if you want, but those are the first 4 words, I guess.
I would say determined, leadership, and I guess it's more than a word, but it goes above and beyond.
Reserved, strong, and intelligent.
She's dedicated. She is compassionate, and she may not look it, but she is tough.
Creative, passionate, and of course, amazing.
He's going to rule the world because he's going to have the drive and determination to do that. Nothing is going to derail him from achieving his goals. From what he's shown in high school, which is only a small snippet of what his life is going to be, the perseverance and the ability to work through adversity is going to make him rule the world.
Because of the way she treats other people. When I read some of the things that she has written, her kindness just overflows.
Because of her intelligence and her ability to relate to other people. When I see her smiling, when she's with friends, even when she's with her little sister, she even likes her little sister. When I see her with Carter or in a group of people, she just brings a certain amount of joy to their lives and really is interested in what they're doing. So she has that ability to both be smart and relate to people.
She's just got that uncanny ability of just, here's the obstacle, I'm going to find a way. It might be over, might be around, might be under, but she's going to figure out how to get the job done.
Because he is diversified, because he likes to hunt, he likes to fish, he likes the outdoors, but he also can do the academic things that are required of him. So he can do it all. And he's very personable and gets along with a lot of people, which is a key ingredient to today's society.
The passion that I can see on her face, in her eyes when she learns something new. It's amazing, and as a teacher, that is just one of the most wonderful things to see. And her whole face just lights up when she learns something new, and it's wonderful to see.
She never is done, and I think that's the biggest. And one of the pieces of advice I would have for you is to celebrate along the way and enjoy your accomplishments, because I know sometimes that's hard for you, because you feel like, well, I've still got to do better, I still can do more, and that's absolutely true. And so that's what I'm most excited for you, but do celebrate your hard work.
I'm very grateful for everything that you've done for me. I know that we've had our rough patches because we butt heads a lot, but I think having a really strong, independent, and career-oriented woman in my life has been really, oh my gosh, has been really influential into the person that I've become throughout high school, and I'm just grateful you forced me into DECA.
Ever since he came to our school to coach soccer, he's really livened up our soccer program and our practices and gave us hope, mainly because before that we had no hope of winning or having fun, and he's made it so much more fun, and to keep doing that is a big thing because it'll keep more people coming back.
You know, I hope that we can keep a connection, whether that be I show up for practice every once in a while to help the younger guys out, or, you know, I see you around town, or whatever the case may be. I hope that I just get to hang out with you sometime, just tell a joke or two.
I don't think I would be the person I am today without you. You helped me through so much, and you're like family to me, and I'm really gonna miss you. I love you a lot, and I think everyone here loves you. You're just an amazing person, and there should be more people like you out in the world, and there's not. And you're the best teacher and person I have ever met in my entire life. And
do not stop with all of your stories and all of your emotion. That's what I really loved. With every lesson, it's, you know, not just, oh, look at the board, we're gonna do this today. Yeah. You know, she's always very, very passionate about what she teaches and what she's teaching us. And I think, and I see it in the other kids also, I think that really makes an impact.
You've helped me a lot through high school, and I don't think I would be the leader and the person I am today. You're keeping my interests in mind, and I really appreciate that you're helping me move forward in life.
You've made a really big impact on my life, and having you as a teacher over the 3 years has been really important for me. I made sure, I remember sophomore year I was like, are you teaching AP Lang? And I would ask you every single day, and you didn't know yet, or you weren't allowed to tell me, and I was like, well, I'm not taking it if you're not teaching it. And I feel like our relationship has grown a lot, and I really am thankful for you. You've done so much for me over the course of high school, and I can't wait to grow as a person and know it's because of the things that I've learned from you, and I hope to keep in touch after high school.
I hope you do too.
I've learned to care more about things and people, just like Senora Martin does. She cares about everything. She's always making sure everyone's fine and stuff, and it's kind of great when you meet someone like that.
I mean, you used to put like my math assignments down on top of my sketchbook, or like take my sketchbook and like set it on another counter and like point on my math sheet, like, you know, like just like keep doing that, and like you'll inspire so many more kids to like take it seriously and to enjoy your class. You're like the nicest, kindest human being in this school, and don't let anybody tell you different. Even when you get mad, you're still like focused and reined in, and everybody everyone appreciates you, and I hope you see that this year.
Thank you, I guess, is the major thing, because you did teach me a lot. You taught so much about myself. You helped me build up my confidence and grow into who I want to be and who I am, and I'm just going to be really grateful for that for forever, because I don't think I would be where I want to be without you and without everything you've taught me and done with me.
Coach, thank you for the last 3 years. I've told you this before, but if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be running now. you gave me my passion again.
I've really appreciated everything you've done. You know, it's been real interesting, you know, being in your class. It's definitely a unique experience. It's awesome, and I'm gonna remember it for the rest of my life. It's definitely been a pleasure to be a student in your class.
I'd just like to thank him for welcoming me so clearly. I mean, like I said, I met him the first day, and no questions asked, just straight into it. You know, if I have questions about completely random things in class, he can answer it. Never kind of denies an interest or a curiosity that you have. It's been good, and it's been a great welcome. I had to move senior year, which is not optimal, but if I had to move anywhere, I'm glad I moved here so I could be with him. And I mean, it really influenced me to like go for chemical engineering and go hard, and I enjoyed it. Thank you for that.
Thanks a lot.
Just thank you for being you, Coach. Like, you've done everything for me, and I can't wait to make you proud as a coach.
Oh, you already
and
have.
as a teacher.
You already have.
Just thank you for everything so much. You know, you made math way more fun, and you know, you motivated me in your class, and that motivated me, especially in my other classes, you know, to get ahead in like physics and stuff. I just want to thank you so much for that, and just like showing me everything, how to get it done, you know, do all the work. But I think, you know, you really prepared me well for, you know, math in college and just after high school, especially, you know, as best you can. I think you've done like a terrific job.
Wear sunscreen. It's Florida. The sun's intense.
Yes.
But make sure that you put yourself out there. And I think that you're okay at that, but I don't know how you'll do I know you're going to a whole new place.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to meet new people and try things that you someone might say, hey, let's go do XYZ, you know, within like limits, but don't be afraid of the new experiences and meeting the new people and giving people a chance. I think it'll be really fun.
There are going to be times when you are going to want to give up. You're going to say, this is hard. It's going to get to be the end of the semester in college, and you just have to persevere. You have to say, I can do this. I know I can do this. And you're just going to have to make yourself go through that. And I know you've got that in you. But every college student at one time wants to throw their hands up and say, I'm done. You just have to remember, Ms. Harlan said I can do this.
Just a great young man. I mean, he could carry on a conversation with anyone and everyone. He does not judge. He looks at people as just being people. Just an awesome young man. I say, yeah, it's.
If there were one thing that I would want to say to Miss Victoria, that I would want her to remember forever, is that not only will her designs be beautiful and that she will always be beautiful, but what she does for other people, her mentoring of others, and the beauty that is within. I want Victoria to always remember to not be afraid to let that shine, because her pathway is going to be unique because of who she is inside. There will be many designers, but there is only one Victoria.
She's almost like a daughter to me. Like I said, we've traveled to so many places. We've done so many things together, and just being around her enriches my life and enriches, again, everybody that's around her. But there's just no aspect of not having Ashley around that's gonna, like I said, when she goes to college, she's gonna take a piece of my heart with her when she goes. I did it again.
Just that I'm always there for her, even if she's moving far away. I'm just a phone call away. I like to let my players know that I'm more than just a coach. I'm there for them for beyond their high school years. So it's just that I'm always here to support her, and I'll always be checking up on her to see what she's accomplishing.
I've known you for 3 years, and I can remember this day when you first started Raiders, and we're pushing you guys, and that look on your face carrying that rucksack, like I'm gonna carry it. I'm not gonna give it up to nobody. And these rucksacks weigh 35 to 40 pounds, and obviously a little scrawny, young lady as a sophomore. And what I remember about her is she refused to give up. The drive in her is amazing. It's simple. If you have 12 of her, you don't get beat. It's that simple.
You're gonna do great. Just keep a head on your shoulders and work hard, and you're gonna get wherever you need to go. That's what's gonna take you there. And be bossy.
Oh, you're gonna be missed. Have fun. You've got all the traits, you've had all the characteristics that are gonna be very highly successful. Covey wrote that book about you. Just make sure that you enjoy your time while you're there. That it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a struggle, but you're gonna do phenomenal things. But enjoy your time while you're there.
When I came here, I'd taught and been a head coach for 23 years before I got here. And I wasn't gonna coach anymore at all. I was just gonna try to be a dad. But I made the mistake of going to cross-country practice the first day. And in that first week, got to know Tanner, along with Greg and some of the other guys. And they brought back my passion for coaching. And I can never thank them enough for that.
Enjoy every moment of your life. This is the time where you get to explore and you get to do new things and fun things and you get to make new friends and you get to make new connections. And so I'm so excited for you. I know that when my kids went to college, when Maddie went to college, she absolutely loved it. And I think you're going to have a phenomenal experience in college. And whatever you do afterwards, you'll be very successful. And I'll be thinking of you the whole time.
Do come back and see me. You don't come across students like her very often. And this is why I teach, is because of kids like her.
Try everything, don't be afraid. You're going to be successful. You have the tools. I wish you were going to Baker, but Mom and Dad are alumni too. But when you go out there, just keep your goals high, your expectations high, and you will find success.
I continue to strive for all the goals that you have. There will be bumps in the road, but you've handled that in the past. Probably nothing like you'll deal with at the academy, but it's Academy of Leaders, and in my opinion, it's the perfect place for you.
Follow your dreams. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't say, oh, this is hard, I don't want to do it. Do what you want to do. Do what's in your heart and follow through all the way through, because you're going to have an amazing life. And I'm really excited for you.
I want to say, Taylor, don't be afraid to go after everything that you want. Have that confidence that I feel like has grown and grown in you throughout the year. Take that with you. Keep it going. I have no doubt that you can achieve everything that you want to achieve.
I'm very excited for her to continue. She's ready to see that other step in her life, to develop herself even more so into a more mature young lady, more than she is now. And I'm really excited, and maybe one day she will be my doctor. Who knows? Está bien? Está bien. I'm really excited for her. And then knowing that she has to have that second language in the field that she has chosen is so important, so important. So, todo en español. ¿Está bien? Está bien.
Honestly, stay true to yourself. You know who you are. You figured that out a long time ago. And you stand up for yourself beautifully. And you stand up for others incredibly. And I know that as a doctor, you will be amazing because you will advocate for your patients. And that's a huge part of your responsibility. Yeah, you'll take care of people and you will speak for the people who can't speak for themselves.
When it gets tough, because it's going to get tough, don't ever lose that self-confidence that you're going to leave here with. You are an amazing young lady. You've got a bright future ahead of you. You have all of the tools and all of the skills to be successful. One day, if I ever have more children, I want my son to be in your class because I know that your heart is going to be in the right place for those kids. So when it gets tough, because it will be tough, don't ever forget that you can do this.
Well, Gabe is looking at doing the Army, going into the Army. And I know that's going to be really hard. And I can really relate to all that. And you're going to move and you're going to be away from Mom and Dad. Yeah, I'm going to cry. Okay. You're going to be away from your family. And at first you're going to think, wow, this is great. I'm away from my family. But remember to call Mom.
Remember to call Mom.